Hey, what's going on, guys? How you doing? We are working on leveling up our little rogue here. This is my little mini-me. This is the rogue that was a part of that trio of danger group that I had going. I am working on leveling him up because... well, just because we got the 150% experience bonus stuff going on right now, I figured now more than ever was a good time just to get some action going. Alright, so it says one of the best places for me to level for my current level is the Garukar Mesa area, but I think this area should be good for quite a while. So we're just going to go ahead and we're going to start here. We got our little tank mercenary. I know, like I said, normally I would be using our full group of people, but I kind of wanted to just stick with solo content for now because I know switching back and forth between screens and etc. can be a little jarring, so we're just going to stick with this for now. Let's see how much EXP we get here, because I know we typically get an EXP boost for having a full group, yeah, I just wanted to stick with this for now. We'll probably, since we have the EXP bonus going for about the next week and a half, I'm going to try to get all three of my characters up to 65. Like I said, I could just do this with the full group of people and just kind of run through, but that's a whole lot of extra work, and this feels like this might be the best option. I'd rather kind of take things easy and level up maybe one character at a time. After multi-boxing for a while and alt-tabbing and going back and forth between screens for each one of my different characters, it doesn't necessarily ruin the fun for me, but it does kind of ruin the classic EverQuest feel for me, where you're just focusing on one character, you're attacking, you're killing, and then it's done. That's the kind of content I want to focus on for a little while. Just one character at a time. And with the 150% EXP bonus that we got going on right now, everything is still going to be pretty good experience. Like that enemy just gave me like 17% experience. So the enemies are dying fast enough. We're getting our skill rank ups here. And as we're going, as my mercenary actually takes aggro from me, I can actually backstab. These are my current stats as a level 25 rogue, with everything I've got equipped. Not bad, you know. Okay, so we know we're getting around 17% experience. Let's pop Lesson of the Devoted. Let's see what our experience is whenever we double that, if it stacks. Because part of me wants to buy an EXP potion, just so we can hurry up and get our characters to like 65, 70 this weekend, but the other part of me wants to just take this nice and easy. Enjoy the leveling process. So yeah, we are 17 or 18% experience per kill with the 150% experience boost, and now we've got Lesson of the Devoted going, which is another 100% on top of that. Let's see if it actually doubles. Oh shit, okay, it definitely doubles. Wow, okay. We jumped from 37 to 63% EXP there. I did not know the EXP was going to be jumping like that, so we might quite possibly be leveling even more than I thought this weekend, especially with the potion. 63, we should jump up to at least 80. Oh my gosh. Wow, okay. I did not know it would be jumping quite that high. By the way, guys, if anybody does, you know, care to voice their opinion here as far as leveling, if you're watching me, watching this video, I'm going to be, like I said, I want to level my Berserker and my Warrior in addition to my Rogue this weekend. But what are your opinions on where I level? Do you want to see some classic EverQuest zones? Or do you not even care? Do you want to see some of the newer leveling zones? Because as far as I'm concerned, the Serpent Spine is pretty much the last expansion that increased new leveling content that's not like level 85 plus. Do you care to see some of the old school zones, or would you rather just see that we, rush through and we get to the 65 and 70 content? Do you have an opinion? Because as far as I'm concerned, I'm looking for speed, and the thing about the new zones is they are full of monsters, and they're very convenient and built for the purpose of fast leveling. Like after I get probably like 30 or so, I'm gonna go to this stone hive area down here with a whole bunch of bees and like wasp enemies. I love going to that zone because it is so compact and full of enemies that I can jump from like 30 to 40 in just the blink of an eye. So yeah, do you care? Do you not care? Do you think that this is totally fine? Or do you just want to see me level? Because as far as I'm concerned, if nobody really cares and you don't have any zones that you specifically want to see, I'm just going to level up my Warrior, Berserker, and Rogue in these newer zones, get them up to 65 or 70, and we're just going to deck them out with some of the weapons and armor that we have just sitting on our alts. This is the content that I have been waiting for. And when I say that, I mean I've been waiting for the EXP bonus stuff to kick for a while, to kick in. I've really been ready for this EXP bonus to kick in so I can level up my group and have a good time. Maybe let's turn this down just a smidge. Look at all these skill updates that we're getting. It's because we're leveling so fast now that our character is just not even able to cap his abilities before he levels again. I can't wait to get a little bit higher level so we can use some different weapons as well. Granted, I do have really good weapons on right now. Pretty much, I want to say the best in slot for a level 1 character. This Equifinus piercing weapon has basically the same stats of like a Fear Dagger of Fire, which is essentially really close to endgame Plane of Power, but it's something I've got equipped at level 1. It's nice because it's, if I remember correctly, I think it's a Gates of Discord weapon that drops that for some reason they never put a level requirement on. So you can basically use it, not basically, but you can use it at level 1. I think once we hit 28 here, we're going to move on to some bees down here. If I had realized, if I had thought about using my Lesson of the Devoted, I would have waited until I was down there to even use it. Because now we gotta waste a couple of minutes running down to that area. Those skill ups just nuts. Okay, let's make our way down there. Let's see. Yeah, we want to go down to the stone hive. And I know So for anybody who is wondering, there is a leveling guide that I do normally look at, and I try to abide by it because it's supposed to give you the options between the most money, the most soloable, the weakest enemies. It gives you options as far as like what you want to do. Oh, that's red. Yeah, that's level 35. We could probably kill him, but that would take way too long. But it's supposed to give you, you know, options for whether you want to grind platinum, EXP. It's the easiest to solo. But on the leveling guide, it lists basically just a whole bunch of classic zones, even though it was updated for the Ring of Scale. The last time it was updated was the Ring of Scale. I mean, it's got like Gargarmisa as far as the new zones, but all the old zones are all the places it has listed as the best places to level. And that just seems way too meh for me. I don't want to go through that yet. Yeah, this seems like this is going to be the place to be for now. Also, I apologize if you hear the siren going in the background. That's because it is 12 o'clock on a Saturday afternoon for me, which means we test our tornado sirens. $67.5. Let's see, what do we jump up to here? Holy crap. No, we got almost a whole 40% EXP there for that one kill. So this is going to be a fantastic place to level for now. You guys, I did not know that they removed the EXP cap from single enemies. Because, I mean, you're welcome to confirm, tell me if I'm wrong here. But back in the day, the EXP cap for a single enemy used to be 20%. You could never get 20% more experience for a level from a single kill, and the fact that I'm very obviously getting almost a full 35 to 40% kill per kill here. They definitely had to have increased that. This new team that's been working on EverQuest, guys, I know I've mentioned it multiple times in my past videos, but I am just getting nothing but positive things to say about these guys. These decisions are they're so much better. They're improving the game so much more for me. I already fell in love with this game back in the day, and now this is just nuts. Ooh, we're already level 30. That should be the last of the damage cap that we're having to experience. I think level 30 is I think now we can finally do full damage for our weapons. Yep, doing 68, 64. Nice. Because there was a damage cap increase at 10, 20, and 30, so now we should finally be doing full damage with our weapons. Oh, you want to go, bro? You want to go? Look, these guys aren't even hardly getting me below like 90%. Again, I apologize if you heard that siren going the entire time. Wonderful Oklahoma and its tornado sirens. You guys, this is so good. This is so fucking good. Excuse my French, I'm sorry. But yeah, the weapons that we've got equipped here, we're not going to be able to really equip better weapons until 65. So, honestly, even 65 isn't going to be too much better. Like, 70 will be like where we really finally start to get to use better weapons. And boy, do we have some good weapons ready for level 70. Oh, we got some good weapons ready. Got some Demi-Plane of Blood, which is like the last expansion before the level cap increased to 75. So those weapons are really good. It's kind of nuts because I never thought about this. You have, we had what, 3 expansions at level 70? We had Omens of War, Dragons of Norath, and Depths of Dark Hollow. They were all level 70 expansions, which I never thought about before. Like, there was no level cap increase from those. That's kind of nuts. Like, sorry. Omens of War increased to 70, then we had Depths of Dark Hollow, or Dragons of Norath, and then we had Depths of Dark Hollow. And then after that was what? Serpent Spine? No? I can't remember. Seeds of Destruction, maybe. I can never remember the list. I'll probably throw up a little screenshot on the screen to show the list of expansions, but anywho's, we had several expansions where the content was level 70, so by the time, no, there was even Prophecy of Ro, which was some level 70 stuff. All I know is there were multiple, oh, somebody over here stealing my enemies. They're not really stealing my enemies, they're just minding their own business, but there were several level 70 expansions, so there's lots of level 70 weapons that we can get and improve upon. I'm going to work on getting my characters as decked out and geared up as possible. The good news is, with all access, leveling up AAs is not something I'll ever really have to worry about. We will just get all of our AAs as we're leveling, and the only thing we'll have to worry about is gear. And then once I've got my 3 characters completely decked out, we can go into some level 70 content and just see what kind of nuts things we can do. I'd really like to see what Planes of Power content we can do with the fully decked out level 70 gear. See what kind of raids we can go through. Oh good, yeah, they're just taking everything. I am going to need the level here in a second so my poor mercenary can catch up, because my mercenary is still level 24. We're 20 minutes in and our rogue has gone from 24 to almost 34 now, so... Damn, that experience is still insane. You must be behind your opponent to backstab. Well, yes, if my poor mercenary was able to pull aggro from me, it would be a different story. Level 34. And I think it's time for us to go ahead and run into Stone Hive. Because we're, honestly, at this pace, we're going to end up out-leveling it before we're even stepping foot inside the zone. I do want to get a little bit of Stone Hive action because, like I said, we can level up pretty high. We're going to be good at least until level 40 here. And there are only a couple of places I for sure do want to level my character. Like, number one of the main places I want to take this character to is Karnor's Castle. You already got someone level 49 Magician soloing in here, probably moloing. Hopefully we have some enemies left over. And we got 15 minutes left on Lesson of the Devoted. But on this rogue, I'm also going to work on getting a whole bunch of the classic illusions, which, if anybody remembers, up until like Planes of Power-esque era, there were a few like really important illusions. Or when I say important, I mean like they were important to me to get back in the day. They had a few important illusions. I mean, obviously there's like the half-elf, human, wood elf, skeleton, dwarf, gnome. Ooh. Got some ads here. This is what I meant by this. These zones in general are pretty jam-packed full of enemies. And for the most part, they're typically pretty easygoing too. Like, we have 3 enemies here, and I'm still barely touching like 95%. My poor mercenary is doing like nothing right now. That's kind of strange. We probably need to get a little bit further in. We still have 13 minutes on lesson and 10 on our regeneration and thorns. So, okay, why is it still trying to act like I'm targeting my mercenary? Okay, so let's run through these guys because these don't scowl at us yet. Let's get over through here and let's go into the big castle, the big fantasy castle here. Let's get to the higher level enemies. 30, 32. See, now we're getting... Yeah, now we're getting to the actual higher level enemies. This is going to be much better experience. Level 35. Okay, let's go through here. Here we go. There's the extra enemies. Oh, we got a yellow enemy here. Now we're getting to the good experience. So suddenly the goal of getting my characters to higher levels through this experience bonus, it seems much more attainable. And as we're going, since I am using my mercenary as well, I am going to have to occasionally either camp out or zone out so my mercenary levels up with me. Otherwise, the poor fellow will just kind of stay at whatever level he was whenever I zoned in. There's a lot of enemies over there. Let's take down a few at a time. And what does kind of suck about this area is these enemies are social. So they're gonna start running after us whenever we're attacking their friends. Ooh, I'm actually at like 73%. Wow. My mercenary's kind of failing me a little bit here. It's a scout, okay. Yeah, for sure. Once my regeneration and thorns wears off, or at least after Lesson of the Devoted, we're going to have to go get some buff refreshes. We're getting into higher levels now where stuff is going to start to hurt. My overpowered equipment is only going to help me so far whenever it comes to enemies hitting for over 100. The best reason to level in some of the classic zones, though, is number one, everything has like no hit points. It was all tuned for people who were still using like rusty short swords and occasionally good weapons. But all of this newer content is built based off of people to be using like Defiant gear and, you know, previously really good equipment, even if you're in low level. So everything hits really hard. Like, you see how twinked out I am, and these guys are still getting me down. They're getting me down pretty low. But in classic content, if I was fighting, say I was fighting in Castle Mistmore right now, yeah, I would be getting attacked by quite a few different enemies, but they all have like half the hit points and they hit half as hard. I just like to level in different zones because, number one, I've leveled in this zone a lot and I'm pretty familiar with it. And it's not that bad. But in some of the classic zones, it just gets so boring doing the same places over and over again. I know there are some content creators that can just do it over and over and over again, and that's kind of what EverQuest is. But man, sometimes I just need a little bit of a break.